my curious brains. Welcome to another session of grade 8 reasoning book, and today we are going to start a very interesting chapter, that is number and figure matrix. When you talk about why we need to learn number and figure matrix, it increases your memory, it increases your understanding, and it enhances your mental flexibility, and responding time gets decreased when you do these types of questions. So here we have Siddhant, who is stuck up in a figure question. Let's try to help him out. We have the first flow of symbols which are turned by 90 degree, and then another one is turned by 45 degrees. Similarly here, a turn of 90 degree followed by a turn of another 45 degrees, which goes in clockwise direction in both the cases. So let's take this figure now, and it is turned with 90 degree. Which answer will you get? Perfectly answered. We get B as the right option. So in the same way, Asim and Siddharth had a conversation, and Siddhant got the right answer by the discussion. So let's observe the pattern. The pattern followed in the first row, second row will be followed in the third row as well. So observing the figure, we could see we have two lines, a vertical and a horizontal, meeting at the center, and this plus has two more lines in the second cell. They are slanting lines meeting at the same point. And what do you see in the third cell? These slanting lines are removed and they are replaced by four circles. Now coming to second row, we have a rhombus, and in the second cell we could see we have the same set of slanting lines meeting at the center, and in the third cell these lines are removed and they are replaced by circles. So we are going to follow the same pattern in the third row, and here we have the figure, then we have slanting lines in the second cell, and what will happen in the third cell? Yes, exactly, these slanting lines will be replaced by four circles. So we get second as the right answer. Here we got the correct option. So I believe you have understood how to recognize the pattern and then fill the missing cell of the given matrix. Now let's look at the symmetry in this matrix. So we have a triangle inside a circle, then square inside a triangle, and then a circle inside a square. So looking at the pattern, the same pattern is followed in the second row, and in the third row, let's see, square has a circle inside it, circle has a triangle inside it, and the next figure will be triangle with the square. Great going. Now let's see which one is shaded. So one is shaded with black, another with white, and the third one is stripped. Then stripped, black and white. So here we have black and stripped. So this one will be the blank one. Am I right saying this? And you say that this fourth option is the correct option. So in this way, we can have the grid of 2 by 2 matrix or 3 by 3 matrix. When I say 2 by 2 matrix, that means it will have 2 rows and 2 columns like this. And if I say 3 by 3 matrix, it will have 3 rows and 3 columns. Understood? And each part is called a cell. So we'll be putting some values in these cells. There could be numbers, there could be symbols, there could be some part of a complete image, and you have to complete one empty cell of the given matrix. So let's look at the question here. We have this 3 by 3 matrix, am I right? And here we have circle, then a line, that is a vertical line, and the third figure has circle with a line inside it. That means these two are merged to a new figure. Similarly, Z, reflect Z makes this figure after merging, and then a circle with a square. Let's merge them up. So can you tell me that which of these figures will fit at this cell of the matrix? Yes, that's amazing. We'll bring this A option here, and this is the culmination of circle and square inside it. Look at another number matrix. If you find this one is the missing one and we make the relation 3 times 4 is 12, 12 plus 3 gives you the number 15. Similarly, 7 times 5 is 35 plus 3 gives you 38. Let's try 3 times 5. We get 15. 15 plus 3 is 18, and here we got the answer. D option is the correct one. Now we have few questions. Looking at the first one, if we see 3 cubed, cubed means 3 times 3 times 3 give you 27. So which number cubed will give you 64 is my question for you. Yes, here we go with 4. 4 times 4 is 16, and 16 times 4 give you 64. So we put 4 over here. Look at this question now. Here we have N in the reflected pattern, right? So let's try writing R in the reflected pattern. It will look like this. And we make some figure. This is inverted triangle. So we get triangle similar to this. Can you help me to get the right option? So your time to take your attempt. Please be very careful. Observe the problem with all focus. See, it will improve your concentration as well when you will focus on the figure and try to find the correct solution. You will be able to analyze that which of the given options will take the place. And the best way is, instead of looking for the options, let's try to fill the blank space looking at the symmetry pattern and check that your option matches with which of the given options. And further, you can complete this web by adding few lines over here. I'll guide you how to do. So let's complete it by drawing the lines like this, and we complete the figure like this. Now we have plus, circle, plus. So what will come here? Circle will come here, and a sign of plus will come here. So this is how you have completed the figure. Now check that which of these options take that place, and you will be at a better platform to solve the question with better understanding, and it will make you accurate solver of the problems. Now moving ahead, we have more questions similar to them which you can try and explore. Move gradually, take the smaller steps and keep solving them. So when you start cracking these small puzzles, you'll definitely move a longer way to do the questions that will be of a little higher difficulty level. And gradually, you will master the skill to complete the matrix which is given to you, and it's real fun. It will open your brain, and at times you will implement it in your real life and observe that how smart child you have become and how quickly you are able to come out with different conclusions and different reasons for different real life problems that comes on your way. So when you look at these figures, you will see that every figure is different, isn't it? You have to just see that what makes it different. Is something increasing? Is something decreasing? Are you finding the culmination of some of the figures to get the next figure in the matrix? And this way, you will really understand the logic and your spatial understanding is going to have wings and you'll fly with more thoughts and ideas. Believe me, that's really amazing. You can start your work now.